So our first question discusses disaster and development has an interlinked and multifaceted relationship. So disaster and development has an interlinked and multifaceted relationship. Comment. So answer: disaster and development have an interlinked and multifaceted relationship, and here they can mutually means disaster and development mutually have a negative effect on each other. Sustainable development can achieve a negative effect on each other. How development impacts the disaster? Sustainable development models reduce the impact of disaster and reduce disaster risk. In most of the developed countries, the impact of disaster is manageable. So in most of the developed countries, the impact of disaster is manageable compared to the developing countries. World Bank has estimated that in developing countries, the economic losses due to disaster as percentage of GDP are 20 times higher than the industrial countries. So here improperly planned development programs can increase an area's sustainability to disasters. Improperly balanced development programs can increase an area's sustainability to disaster, and can be development programs can be designed to decrease the susceptibility to disasters and their negative consequences. So how disaster impact development? So how disaster impact development? So economic losses caused by a disaster of great magnitude often exceeded the annual gross income of a country. Economic losses caused by a disaster of great magnitude often exceed the annual gross income of a country. So you can see economic loss. So so here a great magnitude often exceed the annual gross income of a country. So here in disaster have three type of economic repercussion: direct effects on property, indirect effects caused by losses in production and services. So indirect effects caused by losses in economic production and services, and secondary effects that are manifested after the disaster in a reduced national level. National revenue. It can decreases. It can affects. So and secondary effects that are manifested and the disaster in a reduced national revenue, increased inflation and problem of foreign trade and increased public spending and resulting fiscal deficit and reduced monetary reserves. So thus there is thus a need for integrating and mainstreaming disaster risk reduction into economic development. Thus there is a need for integrating and mainstreaming disaster risk reduction into economic development for a sustainable future. So thank you.